Welcome to Guy in a Cube. It's Thursday, so we're going to take a look at some of the things that I found interesting in the last week. Stay tuned. I'm Adam Saxton, and we're going to take a look at some of the items that I found most interesting. There was a lot to choose from this last week as there was a lot of activity. So we'll go through some of those items, and be sure to check out the description below for all of the links for what I'm going to talk about. Number one, there's a new Get Data experience inside of PowerBI. So this was a visual overhaul to the Get Data experience. There was a lot of stuff getting added in there week over week. And so this was broken out into 4 different sections. So we've got services, files, big data and other, and then samples. So go ahead and explore that a little bit and tell us what you think. Number 2 in the list, Devin Knight posted about how to create a date dimension inside of Power Query. This is his take on how to go about doing that. He also referenced a few other posts from other folks about what their spin on that was. So check that out and see if that helps you with creating a date dimension. Number 3 in the list, Melissa Coates posted about a comparison between Datazen reporting services and PowerView. And so this is just a kind of a look from a feature perspective, like which one may help you in your situation. So if you're questioning about what offering is really the best fit for you, go ahead and check that post out. Number 4 on the list, we made an announcement over the last week about enabling data refresh capabilities for Power BI Designer. So in the past for Power BI Designer, you weren't able to do any of the refresh or scheduled data refresh. And so for cloud data sources, this is now enabled in the service. Number 5 in the list, Ben Martins posted about how he's using Power BI to monitor his irrigation at home. He uses OpenSprinkler for that system, and so he's taking that data, sticking it in SQL Azure, and then putting Power BI on top of it. So I thought this was a creative way of how to use Power BI, and really goes to show you that you can use Power BI for just about everything. And I mentioned that there was a lot of stuff going on this last week, so we have a number 6, and that is the community site for Power BI. So that is at community.powerbi.com. So go check that out. Right now it's more of a forum-based item, and you can hopefully get some questions answered that you may have. Over time, this will hopefully expand into other things beyond just forums, so be sure to favorite that site and go there frequently, ask questions, maybe help some other people out if you know the answers to it. Okay, so that wraps up this week's information roundup. Hopefully you found those things as interesting as I did. I'd love to hear your comments. Leave those down below. Let me know what you thought, if you had any other items that you thought were interesting outside that I didn't mention. If this is your first time here, we do this every Thursday, an information roundup, and this is really just a look at what I find most interesting, and I'm hoping to do an occasional Q&A with some folks as well. Each Tuesday, I do a technical post, which is really about cases that I get involved with on the support side, or that people have reached out to me on that I find might be helpful to the community at large. And really, this is about you. I want to get as much from the support side out to the community as possible. And really, the goal is just to help you be more successful in the jobs that you do. Go ahead and subscribe and be part of the conversation.